Okay, it's freezing up already. For some reason, StreamYard and the VeVe platform and Golem Overlord cannot record at all on StreamYard. I don't know. Let me see if I can get this done. It seems to be working. We'll see how it turns out. If not, I'll just have to erase it. I recorded yesterday's the stamp drop and got the rare, and the video totally froze up, wasn't even doable, so I just ended up throwing it out. So we're not going to have any music. I'm not going to have any streaming. Let's see if I can operate on the platform. All right, just in the nick of time. 1 minute left. Let's see if we can get this to work. Going for the secret rare and a low mint. This is the first appearance of a character that called Omega Red. But if I get a comment, I'll just sit on it, like I always talk about that with the burning mechanism. Unless you're an X-Men collector and just want to keep it, it could be valuable in the future. I do believe all comics eventually will be valuable in the future because we right now are in the low mint age. And when that changes and they start producing more mints because of more people on the platform, then these will be highly sought after comics. Right now, though, not so much. So will this sell out? I don't know. It could. It's only 6,000, so it should, but it might not. Just it's hard to say. It's hard to say. VeVe, like every other platform's having a hard time getting new people onto the platform. So it could be, a year from now, a couple months. Yeah, okay, I've got one, so I will buy now. And or 10 years, you never know. No financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Okay, I got to get more gems. So let me pause while I do that. Or actually, I'll just get it off of the I'll get it off the mobile app that way. I won't show any information. Okay, I can't get this to close out. There we go. Well, hold on. What happened to my buy now button? Okay, I'm buying in the app, in the mobile app. Okay, purchase confirmed. Number 3232, but I don't know what the rarity is. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able with this computer. I don't know if it's the computer or my internet, but for some reason on StreamYard, it just has a hard time. My Splinterlands videos, no problem. Some of the other videos I make, no problem, but just only on this one. Okay, let's refresh. Let's see if I'm able to see what I got. But for some reason, my buy now button disappeared. Now, it's better to get gems on the website than it is on the mobile app. It's better for VeVe, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. And sometimes I'm doing a drop, away from the house, so I just go on the phone and download the gems. If sometimes I forget, sometimes I don't. But I've actually gotten drops after I got it with no gems, and then just got the gems after the drop. But what you just saw happen is a danger you have, especially if it's a very important drop, to go ahead and have gems already loaded. Okay, let's go see what edition I got. I got one owned edition. It's a common 3232. So what my plans with this then will be just to sit on it and see what happens, especially with the burning mechanism that we're going to have. That's going to empower us when they let us do it. Right now, only VeVe does it on their side. But last night, let me go look, if we can, at a very important comic. And tell me if I'm wrong, but is the Marvels #1 the only Golden Age comic we have on the entire platform? Like DC has dropped about a dozen of their Golden Age comics. I think Marvel's only dropped Marvel #1. As far as I know, I haven't been able to find another one that isn't. I could be wrong, but that means, what does that mean? That means there are a whole lot of comics still to drop in the Golden Age. Right now, they're dropping a lot of first appearances, but there's a ton of Golden Age comics that need to be dropped. Okay, let's go look at the market. And depending on how long you've been on the platform, they used to close the market every time they did a drop. Now it stays open. You just can't sell your new drop for 15 minutes, which is very fair. Okay, here's the one I got yesterday, and it was a high mint number. It was like the highest you could get almost. But what I want to look at is this very important comic on VeVe. There's the one I'm talking about. That's the only Golden Age comic we got. Okay. But if we can find it, there it is right there. I can't even scroll over without it freezing up. Okay, there we go. Let's go look at this. The Addiction. This is VeVe's very first comic ever. They did a lot of them. I mean, it's high mint for this age of low mint period, but I just listed all of them that I had. And I want to disclose that before I pump them, so you know why I did it. But the reason, if I think they're going to be very valuable, which they're going to be, just because of this history, then why would you sell them? Well, because I've pretty much doubled my money on all of them, and there's a whole lot of mints. Okay, which means this is going to fluctuate up and down, up and down. This is my opinion, not financial advice. I could be totally wrong. They could skyrocket tomorrow and I lose out. But I posted them last night and I haven't sold a single one. And I floored all of them. So it's kind of confusing because I floored like 10% less of everything, which means somebody just probably floored lower than I did. I don't know. But the point of why would you do that? Because I've got one of each except the ultra rare. I sold that. I doubled my money on that one, and it hasn't come down enough where I can get back in yet. I got 2 of these on the drop, and I got one left. And then I got, one of the other ones. I got 2 of these actually. I paid like $4 for them, and now they're going for 8. So yeah, it's time to sell. You know what I'm saying? But why? Why are you selling these valuable? Because I think there's better comics to get into, and that is like Hulk #1, Avengers #1, all the Silver Age grails that are out, and Spider-Man #1 for $11. I want to stack up on those, and then when this price comes back down, and hopefully those have gone up, if I'm lucky, I'll do something like that. But what's your opinion on that? You guys think I'm making a mistake? Should I have held on to this and just, sit on it forever? It's why would you sell comics you think are going to be valuable unless you're putting them in other comics that you think are going to be more valuable one day? That's my strategy. That's how I've been doing it. That's flipping from one to the other and taking the profit to get even more. And if you can find and do it in the rotation that items are going in, like these are the only comics I've got that have doubled in price. All the other ones are either stagnant or gone down. So I sell these, get into something that's low, it goes up, sell those, find some, maybe you come back into these at that point. These, because unless it's in a very big bull run, nothing is going up at the same time. They're all different prices. So that's my strategy. I'm telling you so that if you're following me, we can see how this works out in the next few days and weeks. Okay. So these are all for sale. All right. Not trying to pump them. I told you I was selling them before so that you're aware of that. I'm trying to sell all of them. Do I think these are valuable comics? Yes. And I've explained why I'm selling them, because I've doubled my money, going to put it into something that's hopefully will double again. And that's how you do it, to the best of my knowledge. Some people do it a lot better than me. And it comes down to how much data can you process, because you got to keep your eye on every single item, and use VeVe my NFT trackers and tools like that, and you can find out what's hot, what's not. But you got to have a knowledge of the market, and if you do, you can do quite well. And I've done okay. I can't complain, especially if you don't have money to be putting into the app all the time. So anyway, you know what I got? I got the uncommon 3232, which now here's another strategy. If you get a comic that's like a common and you're like, oh, I didn't get nothing, somebody might like to collect that mint number. 3232 just might be that type of number. I don't know. I'm guessing. So why don't you experiment and put it on the market for $20? And the worst thing that happens is it doesn't sell. But if I've had people contact me who want a certain mint number that I have listed, or that they know I have, and we work out a deal and I sell it. And then I've listed some and that have a weird mint number, and I put it up like a common, I put it up for $20 and it's sold. And the only thing I can think of is because they wanted that mint number, so they didn't care about the $20. What do you got to lose? That's just an ideal if you want to try to move your, mint numbers, or your comics or collectibles or mint numbers or whatever. But the more educated you come about the market, the more you study it, the better you do, because this is your store. Okay. We all imagine this store is a flea market, and we all have the same booth, and we all have the same products, or the capability of having all the same products, because some will have different ones. But here's the beautiful part about it is you have the capability to put your product, if you floor it, in the front of the line of everybody else in that flea market. And where's the most traffic? Everybody looks at the cheapest, at least the cheapest, and they might then go elsewhere. Very few people only look for the most expensive thing. So the more knowledgeable you become of this store, the better you'll be able to do with it. And I'm not, people like to use the word manipulation. Yeah, you could do things that could manipulate it, I guess, like posting and unposting. But if you post it and you put a price on it, you put $1 million on it, that's not manipulation. That's just you posting. It's transparent. You're asking for a certain price, and the people have a decision to make on whether or not they want to buy it. Okay. And something like I just said about the mint numbers, there's people who collect just certain mint number, and they're willing to pay a little bit more. And what do you get in return? You get a little bit extra gems to either withdraw or go and buy more of the products that you want. And the better you get at it, the better you do. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go check out Pro Advertisers Club, and have a nice day.